Okay. In my last video where I talked about Comicon, towards the end of it I said there was a lot more stuff I wanted to talk about, and I found this file. I'm thinking, let's use this bit of gameplay to actually talk about the games I play at Comicon, because there was quite a few games there, like quite a lot of free demos that certain indie companies and certain more smaller games companies were putting out. The thing is, if you ever go to Comicon, you will see a couple of games being previewed as demos there, but you won't see any of the big major developers go there, unless it's something like the San Diego Comicon. Then you'll probably see like major developers going there. Apart from that, if you go to MCN Comicon, you're not really going to see major developers previewing new games. So there wasn't anything like Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, or Infinite Shitfare rather. But anyways, to begin with, one of the games I did play was the Berserk game, which is supposed to be based on the Japanese anime. Well, I don't know why I just call it Japanese anime, it's an anime, but anyway, it's based on the anime. I believe it's an anime, I'm not too sure. Anyway, it's based on the anime called Berserk, hence the fucking title, and this game was just a pure hack and slash game. And to be honest, the one level you do get to play where you're just sort of running around this empty village, you're just hacking up thousands of trolls just running towards you. And when I say thousands, the kill count, I'm still just bewildered by all the trolls that they just throw at you. The kill count rises to like 700, 800, 900, 1,000. It's quite fun to then just like run around this town, hacking and slashing your way through all these little trolls, and then just suddenly pulling out a crossbow and going full auto with it. It's ridiculously brilliant. It's just like, slash, okay, I'm bored now. Just standing still and turning as your crossbow is firing out, and then sort of like dashing out the way, to then block an attack, to then just go back to hacking and slashing and hacking and slashing and hacking and slashing. And to be fair, the boss that was presented in the demo that I played, I can't remember the name of it, but it was a cool looking boss, and to be fair, it was a decent level of challenge. But all I really needed to do was just sort of keep darting around the map, killing off a couple of trolls, dart around the map, then maybe move in for a couple of hits, spray him with my crossbow for a couple of seconds, and sort of dart out, and just dart around the map, or dart around the courtyard rather, just so then I could get another few seconds of pummeling him. That's about it with that boss. And to be fair, the art style of that game, because Berserk, I don't think it's actually an anime. Like, I remember my mate Charlie showing me it. It's more of like a book, almost sort of like a Japanese comic book thing. I don't know the term for it. I'm not one with Japanese pop culture. I have no idea. I am ignorant to these things. If you know what I'm on about, you know what I'm on about. If you don't, maybe leave it in the comment section. If you don't know what I'm on about, leave it in the comment section below. What the fuck's going on with me? Apparently what I've had for breakfast is a can of stupid. Anyways. So, yes, it's essentially a black and white... I think it's also been made into anime. Actually, I have to research this up. Yeah, it is. Berserk made into an anime. So anyway, the art style to Berserk, from what I remember of the anime and from the comic that I was shown of it, it's very faithful to that kind of art style. You know, there's blood flying everywhere, it's gory, it's cool, okay? So, I'm not sure the full title of the game. I got a free poster with it just for playing the demo, and I was like, oh, that's a cool gift from the developers. It shows that, you know, they care when players who are familiar or not familiar with Berserk come to play that game, and to be honest, I liked it. Then the other game I played was this cool horror game called Our Little Nightmares. I wouldn't say this is so much of a horror game where it's like a jump scare kind of thing. it's more of like an intimidating creepiness about this game, as you're like this small character. I'm gonna say genderless because I don't think the character has a confirmed gender, at least to my knowledge. And your goal is to essentially like escape, I don't know, from this house, from this like massive chef that once he finds out you've escaped wants to eat you. It's kind of like a classic childhood nightmare. I think that's where the title comes from, Our Little Nightmares. A, because you're little, and I've had similar nightmares where you're running from a perceived threat that, you know, that's just bigger, stronger, more powerful than you, and you just feel like an ant. Like, you can't fight back, you can't, so all you have to do is just run, run, run. And I will admit, it's a platforming kind of game, and I was quite shit at it. Like, I died 3 times trying to make one jump, but then realised I couldn't exactly make that jump. So then I got a bit further, was sneaking through this kitchen. The boss heard me, the enemy heard me. I was like, oh shit, what do I do? And I tried to run, and he just sort of comes waddling, charging towards me, picks me up and eats me, and then I just sort of put down the controller. I was like, okay, someone else has got to play this, I'm not experienced enough. So that looks like an interesting game. So the Berserk game, that could possibly get me into anime culture or Japanese culture. That could probably swing me if I pick up the game and I enjoy it. And Our Little Nightmares, that's a fun game. That's a fun and challenging game, and I think it's more the atmosphere it gives off. It's more creepy than horror-like. Now finally, I did get to play on an Alienware style PC, and before you ask, they were showing off Battlefield 1 single player, so I just decided to try to play the prologue mission, you know, the Storm of Steel, where you're the Harlem Hellfighters just trying to hold your line against the Germans. And I must admit, the PC I played on, the frame rate was touching around 30 seconds. I was just sitting there thinking, this is a high-tech PC and it's only touching 30 frames per second, yet the PC next to me was going up to 60 frames per second. I don't know, they didn't display the full PC specs. And one thing I must say is the controls were so awkward. I just went into the game thinking, okay, you know, WASD to move, right mouse to aim, left mouse to fire, I've got this. I tried to move, press W, didn't move. I spent 10 minutes looking up at the controls, and it's like, the up, down, left, right key to move and all that. So that was just stupid. So then I had to spend another 5 minutes trying to rebind all the keys just so it'd be playable for me. I don't know. And then they also displayed Oculus Rift. I'm not sure which exact VR headset it was, because again, I'm not fully educated on these kind of things. And that looks intense. Unfortunately, the queues to play it was so long that I couldn't spend all my time in the queues just to play it, and that's a big regret for me. I did want to play Oculus Rift. I did get to play a couple of other games while I was there, and also looking at all the games I had on sale that I was bringing. But anyways, that's enough for the games at Comicon. And if you want, I could probably tell you more about my experiences there. Leave it down below. Do you want me to tell you more about what I did at Comicon? Do you want me to get on with other stuff? Let me know, and I'll see you guys.